Well, hello, everybody. We are live. Though I'm just going to be waiting for a few minutes to see who's going to be coming in. And just double check. Yep, we are live. Woohoo! But I'm just going to do a bit of sharing first because I know I don't want to be on my lonesome. Hey, Jess, how are you? Now, Jess, bear with me for a minute because I'm just going to be sharing around. If I can check. Yes, I'm the first. You are the first. You are the first. Well, I think this time round, I'm only going to be live here because since Instagram didn't really do as well as I thought, maybe it'll be best just to stick to YouTube for a little bit and then just see how we go from there. And Jess says, have you ever seen the Britannic victims photos? I don't think I have. I think you sent me the ones that died, but I don't think I've seen all of the victims yet. From what I hope that DK, hello DK. Now DK, bear with me for 1 second because I am going to be sharing. So bear with me for 2 seconds. Um, it will take a little bit of a little while, really, but we'll get there soon. We will get there soon. Mm, Right. Go. Right, nearly done now. Nearly done. Oh, no problem. Working on the Q&A questions now. Oh, DK, you are a star. Thank you. I think if for everyone who's playing back, it will be like the back and forth. What's Says doing? Being quiet. There we go. Just nearly there now. Oh my goodness. It seems to me like I mean, I was worried about yesterday's video about like not really doing as probably as good, but I don't know. But I don't really know like what's there. But anyway, I know 3 minutes in and I did a bit of well, but I'm free now. I'm free for you guys. Captain Alex, hello. I'm not even going to say how irritated I am by losing five subscribers and now 900 and so. Oh, Alex. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? Subs come and go, really. So don't be so downhearted. They and you'll get new subscribers, but they'll come in their own time, really. So have a little patience and you can do this. Stay positive. Jess says, I really love the Ismay video. I think I know the beginning he was a good person. Oh, yeah, thank you so much for that, Jess. Thank you for the lovely comment. And yeah, I absolutely 100% agree with you. It's how do I put this? Ismay's kind of like of a misunderstood character. And he was a nice person in his own way. He had a kind heart, and I think it's just because the of the guy who he used to be friends with that brought the downfall. It's just brought like loads of things on himself, like as the victim, as it were. But yeah, but Ismay's generally a good person, but I'm just so disgusted at how he was treated anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more videos like this because I'm sort of thinking and leaning now towards interviewing the descendant of Robert Hitchens. Yep, I'm going to be thinking about that, but I'm going to probably possibly focus on that maybe. Oof. When? Probably sometime, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet for sure. But it's in the cards. It's in the cards. Was he with Molly Brown? Yes, that is right, Jess. He was in the same lifeboat as Molly Brown. Well remembered. Captain Alex said, "Well, very well. Patience is a virtue. I'll wait." Exactly. Exactly. So, like I say, all things do come in their good time. Even if you struggle to wait and have patience, they things will come in their own time. Really, just remember to stay positive, stay grounded, and just have patience, and it will all come to you. Trust me. I really hate that guy. Oh, I think you mean that. Oh, you mean Robert Hitchens? Oh dear. I think Simon's not gonna like that. Okay, but hopefully, if I do this next interview, I hopefully you might change your mind. I don't really know, but I have heard an interview from him on another podcast the other day, and Simon seems like a really nice guy. But it's definitely gonna be interesting. But then also, depending if she's around or not, I'm gonna be interviewing one of the descendants of Molly Brown, but she never liked to call herself Molly. So, but I think a lot of people refer to Margaret as Molly, so we will go for that really. But yeah, I think wouldn't it be interesting if we get them in the same like webcam bit together? That will be really interesting. I don't think it will happen, but imagine if it did. But yeah, that would definitely be interesting. Now, well, so we got like 4 people in now, so we'll probably have like a little discussion in a minute. But because what he did to a woman, how he shouted at Molly Brown. Oh, with Molly Brown, she said, "If you get fresh with me, son, I'll throw you overboard." I know it's a bad American accent, I know, but that's the best I can deal with. Oh dear, dear, dear. So yeah, so we'll stick with like a little bit of the topic because I wanted to talk about something that I've been using for a while, but I've used it to help someone today. And I just thought, you know what, let's just share about it because helping others is the theme that I have been focusing on recently. And helping and giving advice to others is it's a thing that I like to do really because I always like to listen and I always like to support. And even though I do doubt myself sometimes about whether I'm making like using the right words or if I'm the right person or have the right relationship, I still go for it. But I'd never did it in a spiritual way before. And I won't get them out now because I know we need to stick them into the drawer to be safe. But I have these things called angel cards, angel tarot cards. And basically, the tarot cards, they tend to, whether you are in chunks of rows or depending on how many cards you have, it will tell you the past, the present, and the future. But if you add an additional card, it will give you some very important life advice. So I did that to help someone. And it was really interesting because when you do these cards, you you know they're going to be for you. So you just think, okay, it's for yourself. But to help use them to help someone was a little bit of no, it was interesting because it was really good to see how reading someone's mind and then just imagining you are that person. I think it's just so to say, just to try stuff, have a little look, and see what you could get with, and then send some stuff back to them. Really, so I think I definitely enjoyed that, and I definitely want to do more in the near future. So that could be something I might consider, even probably having like a little something for like a Discord session, or maybe um something that's just yourself or just one to one. I don't know. I really don't know. But I think since I've enjoyed that and helping other people, I'm going to be using it to like as an activity or just give life advice. But I will think about it. I'll definitely think about it. Jess says, I hope you get more subs and views. Oh, bless you, Jess. Thank you. I mean, things won't happen in just right now. But like I said before, in their own space and own time that they will. Hello, Jake, and hello, Pro Blue. How are you, Blue? And Jake, hello. Jake says it's not confirmed what Margaret said to Hitchens, but what we do know is that Hitchens said in later life Mrs. Brown could have got into any lifeboat that night. Why did she have to get into mine? Yes. Now, this is going to be quite like an interesting thing, really, because that line saying, "If you get fresh with me, son, I'll throw you overboard." I wonder if it was just for artistic license. That's probably what I would like to think. If people are repeating that, maybe it could be something like artistic license, maybe from the 1958 film A Night to Remember or somewhere else in between. Who really knows? But that would be something to actually think about in the near future. I'll definitely have to remind myself to do as it the video. Jess says, "Oh, okay, but I think what I know about him, he didn't have respect for Molly Brown." Oh, Jake. I think you're gonna have a bit of a ding dong with Jess there. Be warned. Oh dear. Right. So also, I haven't really said this until this moment, but I have officially started doing a YouTube, well, not YouTube, sorry, Spotify podcast account. So, I'll probably put the link somewhere in the minute, but I'll do that now while I'm doing that actually. Well, what I attend to do, because it's just something I have been focusing on for a while. And excuse me while I'm like typing, because I do. Everyone on Discord knows that I do such aggressive typing. But what happened is that I was thinking about doing something for like a little bit of a long time, but I didn't really know at the minute on what to do. And I decided that um I really wanted to like share some interviews that I've done and some recordings as well. And with the amazing support of Jake, I think that it would have been a good opportunity to aggressive typing moment. I think it was just a good opportunity just to give it some time and some consideration. So last week, I've uploaded my first ever podcast, and I am so happy that I did. And now I have decided to actually upload one day a week again. So I've decided to upload every Wednesday. So I might consider doing every Wednesday, but it depends on how many things that are going on. And hopefully I might catch up with everyone because then because there might be times where I don't have anything, or if it needs updating, well, like my YouTube needs updating, or I haven't got enough interviews at the minute or recordings. But I can't guarantee that it's going to happen every single Wednesday, but I will try and do my best if and when I can. So now I left a link in the side there, and I'll probably put the link in the description box below if I remember. But this is the link to my Spotify account. So if you want to go and follow it, please do so. And please share as well, because every share and every follow counts. And for those who followed already or have participated, mainly you, Jake, thank you so much for all of your support so far. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see a positive outcome for the podcast in the near future. So fingers crossed. Jake says Robert Hitchens was following orders from Captain Smith to row towards the lights on the distance, and Hitchens' boat wasn't the only boat to be called back to the ship. Now, this is true, actually. And it's not just one, because Captain Smith said any single lifeboat, he told every single lifeboat to come back. And the only lifeboat that ever did come back was lifeboat number 2. And if everyone knows Lifeboat number 2, then they know that, there was one famous person who was in Lifeboat number 2, and it was the only one that came back but didn't pick up any passengers successfully. But, yeah, I definitely think that a lot of people still debate about, Captain Smith ordering, like, people and all the lifeboats to come back to fill up to the full capacity, but even if it did happen, it wouldn't have made any difference really. So there is a strong argument to this, so it's probably best to go forward for that. Um, I may need to download Spotify. I don't think you well, if you're on your phone, you might have to, but on your laptop or your Mac, you don't really need to, I think. But I know on your phone that you do, or maybe on your iPad. Yeah, so either those two. But if not, then if it's computer or laptop, it will be absolutely fine. Jess asks a question. Do you know what lifeboat was Archie Jewel on Titanic? Ooh, Jake, that's where I need you. So, why do we blame lifeboat number 6 for returning when so many other boats didn't go back? Exactly what I want to know. Tell you what, is it going to be a video option for next year? Shall we do this as a video option next year? Put your thumbs up if you think it's a yes, because that would be really good to get everyone's opinions. And Jake says, Archie Jewel was on lifeboat number 7. There we go. Hopefully that answers to your question there, Jess. Yes, she said yes. And yeah, so okay, I'll put it down for video for next year. Captain Alex says, I imagine Hitchens in the men's room washing his face and he looks in the mirror, seeing Molly mad at him as he looks back in fear. Oh, I have a feeling this live stream is going to be about Hitchens versus Brown. Oh, that is so funny. Q&A question sent. Thanks, DK. I really do appreciate that. Oh dear, we need to have like if there was a boxing match today with boxing gloves, I think it would be Margaret versus Robert. Or Margaret aka Molly. Oh, that would be hilarious. I definitely think it would be hilarious. Oh, well, but that's definitely one on the list. But I definitely need to finish Lifeboat B. But next boat I want to do is Lifeboat 13. I have a feeling I'm going to do every separate documentary or videos on each of the lifeboats. So I think that would be very interesting to say the least. DK, is Molly Brown a descendant of Chuck Norris? I'm just kidding. Like, to be fair with you, DK, I don't know who Chuck Norris is. Is he American? Is the American comedian? Sorry, you know me. Every time I talk a lot, I need to drink something because I always get very thirsty afterwards. Oh my goodness gracious. But oh, it's definitely something to like talk about. And then Jake, we need to do a video on Archie. We need to get this video done ASAP. American actor and karate instructor. Oh, really? Karate instructor? Wait, wasn't he the one in the Karate Kid? I mean, if it's both actor and instructor, would it be obvious if he was in the Karate Kid? Jess said, I have where a good idea. If James Cameron did make a Britannic movie and Ruse was on the Britannic Ruse, you mean Rose? Jake was dead and Rose was friends with Violet Jessup on Britannic. Oh, I think he meant Rose. Okay, that'd be interesting. How could you not know who Chuck Norris is? I don't know. Imperious, hello. I see you changed your name again. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I definitely don't know Chuck Norris. Sorry, I'm actually like out there. Most notable for Walker, Texas Ranger on TV. No, that's the American thing. We don't have that in Britain. So sorry. Yeah, you definitely mean Rose. Okay, Jess, that's no problem. And man, I was about to get the first point. First point. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. So a lot of changes have been happening with the channel with over the past few days, which has been really exciting. But we're getting up, even though it's getting quite early, we're nearly getting up to spooky season now. And spooky season means Halloween. And I finally managed to do the first of the two scripts that I'm going to be doing for Halloween. Though I'm not saying what they are yet because they are a very big surprise. But I'll give you one clue. Well, one clue. One's based on the ship, and the other video is based on something else. But I will leave that at that, and I won't be saying any more than that. Oh, Jess also says, "Do you know when 9/11 happened, James Cameron was on the Titanic wreck?" Yes, I do know this story. Funny enough, a lot of people have been talking about it on Discord recently. Well, not recently, yesterday. And I just think that's really interesting about on the same day. Um that that James Cameron and the team went onto the Titanic wreck on the day of 9/11. So that would be quite interesting to do a video on that for next year, I think. Jake says, I'm up for that. Says, yay! We definitely need to get Simon and oh, I can't remember the name for the lady who was the great niece of Molly Brown, but we definitely need to probably get them together, or probably the two of us, or four of us, and then we'll definitely have a little debate about it. I think it's going to be fun, but yeah, we'll definitely have to do like that very soon. Blimey, are we 21 minutes on already? Oof, that's close. But that's not close. That's good. Good. Oh, we dropped down to 4. We're dropping dead like flies. Oh well, never mind. Captain Bartlett video. Jess, it is coming for November. Me and Jake have agreed to record it at the beginning of next month. So once that's all sorted, we are going to be sorting and uploading as the very first video for Britannic Month, which is exciting. It was featured in the documentary The Ghost of the Abyss. Seriously, it was like the experience that everyone visited the Titanic on the day of 9/11. That was on the Ghost of the Abyss. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to relook at that again. Maritime history. Hey, Maritime, how are you? Can't stay long, just pass by to say hi. Oh, Maritime. Maritime, if you would have stayed a bit longer, you would have stayed on for our quiz. Oh, no. But maybe another time, or maybe another time, because we definitely need to do like quizzes a bit more regularly now. Oh, that's it'll be fun to have you around for a quiz maritime. Maritime versus Pro Blue. Yes. Oh my goodness. Maritime. If you ever do a quiz, you've got competition because Blue is our version of Maritime on the channel. So you definitely got a bit of competition going on. Maritime history Blue is your 220. Chess. Oh my goodness. But definitely it will happen one day. It will happen one day. Oh, why did I click my glass into the laptop? Oh, oh dear, that's not a very, very good sign. Airy Berry. Hello, Berry. How are you, my lovely? Captain Alice, Maritime is here. That can't be. He knows too. That can't be good. He knows too much. Well, to be fair with though Captain Alex, he's very, very talented maritime, and so is Blue. Even everyone is talented here. So we're all very good and we're all very, very clever in our own way. And how are you, Barry? Are you doing good? And have we all hit the like? Well, we've only got 2 likes so far. But I definitely think we got 2 of the likes really. But yeah. Jess says some people were angry to Captain Bartlett, but because people had died, but I think he was where a good cap he was a good captain. Oh, I think I know what you mean. A lot of people were angry for Captain Bartlett because of the sinking of the Britannic, but he was a good captain experience. Is that what you mean? Yeah? I think I know what you mean. DK Maritime, you got a message. Maritime, I've got some good questions during today's quick Q&A for you. Oh, well, Maritime can't really stay long. So, I'm definitely having to think. Barry said, went to London today for hospital. Oh, I think I know what this. How did it go today? Um, And yeah, so Alex says correction 4. Jake says no one was angry at Captain Bartlett, but people were angry as Captain Turner for the sinking of the Lusitania. Yes, so we did want video about that, didn't we, Jake? Oh, you deleted your message. Oops. Oh dear. So I think Maritime, are you still around? Just have to wait for a little bit because if Maritime's still around, we might do the Q&A early. Just so we could get Maritime involved. Adjust annual genetic consultation and blood. I have to go to guys, because my detective defective, is that how you pronounce it? Defective gene is very rare. Oh my goodness! I hope it keeps well. Barry, you're gonna have to keep me updated, but hopefully, fingers crossed that you everything will be okay. But you have to keep me posted, because I definitely want to hear everything. Jess says, "Oh, but no, some people are angry to him." Oh, I think Jess and Jake, you're gonna have a little bit of a debate again. I have a feeling you guys are gonna be debating a lot tonight. Um, is Maritime still here or is he gone? I think Maritime's gone. Ah, Maritime's gone. If Maritime was still around, then we would have done the Q&A early, but never mind, never mind. But we'll always do that for another time. Well, next week's one, we will definitely do that. Barry says, I'm good. They aren't bothering me with scans this year because all scans show my tumors to be GAN and stable. Oh, okay. At least it's something. At least it's something. But hopefully the rest of it goes well. And definitely keep me updated, Barry. Jake says, no one was angry at Captain Bartlett because the sinking of the Britannic was not his fault. It was a freak accident. But people were angry at Captain Turner for the sinking of the Lusitania. Now, this is a very big debate because, oh, how do you describe this? Because both ships were involved in accidents that involved German submarines. One captain gets blamed and the other doesn't. So why? This is something that I really think that could be a really good video, I think. But I really love Captain Bartlett. He was my favorite. Oh, really, Jess? Oh, well, we promised to make a very good Captain Bartlett video for you, Jess. We'll make sure that. Oh, we've got 3 people already. We're all drawing like flies at the minute. Yes. So it's been really good then so far. So I think we're half an hour in. Now I know we're gonna try and go for the hour mark, but I won't stay for too long this time just because that recently I'm trying to look after myself at the minute. And it's it's definitely a bit of a struggle at the moment. But I'm so glad I'm taking the time to come out and saying like doing these things for everybody and saying hello to everyone as well. But since I've got to focus on outside life as well, I need to take like step backs for a few things. And sometimes that could be limiting live streams for like stuff, or it can be not doing any video activity. Though, to be fair, I have scheduled videos weeks in advance, so I'm gonna make sure that you always get a video every single time. So I've made sure about that. Jess says, I think maybe the propellers or when the lifeboats happened. Oh, do you mean when the lifeboat when the propellers sucked in the lifeboats and they got destroyed, the 2 ones? I think you mean that by Jess. Jake says, "Because the Britannic was struck by a mine, also there was no inquiry into the sinking of the Britannic. As for the Lusitania, there was an inquiry into the sinking. Yes, it was. But we need to do, like, a what if video. We need to do a what if video on we need to do a what if video on on the Britannic inquiry. Sorry, I said Lusitania, but I know the Lusitania already have an inquiry. So, a what if video about the Lusitania in no, not why do I keep saying Lusitania? I do beg your pardon. The Britannic inquiry. So, we definitely need to do a video on that on a what what if it did happen? So maybe I might have to try and do some research based on the evidence of the sinking of the Titanic and the Lusitania. So that could be an interesting video to look at, really. So yeah, I definitely think this is going to be something that I really would like to do. That maybe like in the future, really. So I might definitely consider that. Right. Okay. Another sip of tea. Tea, tea, tea. So we're all good. So we're about 30 minutes in. What I'll do is that we'll have another 5 minutes of discussion and then we'll get to the Q&A before I call it a night. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be as good as well. I do so everyone has noticed I think I haven't gone live on Instagram this time, and the reason why is that after last week and after Instagram didn't really do as well, I think that I might take step backs from going live on Instagram for a little bit and only going live on Instagram while doing this once a month. And then the rest it's going to be on YouTube just because that it might a lot of people might want to take steps back and want to do other things. But yeah, but it's definitely like a little bit of a plan. Jake says because of the war, there was supposed to be one, but the war didn't warrant the inquiry. Also, there was an admiralty report into the sinking of the Britannic. Yes, and I believe you have that report, don't you, Jake? Because I definitely think even if anyone ever looked at the admiralty report, um, maybe we could it could give us like a little bit of a clue onto what the inquiry should have involved. So, let's say, for example, who which people should be interviewed, or looking at the experiences, that sort of thing. So I know Captain Bartlett would have been interviewed, but maybe some of the crew members or the passengers, mainly nurses. What if Violet Jessup was actually called into the inquiry? That might be interesting, as like a representative of the voluntary aid nursing stuff. I can't remember, but it will be on the top of my head, but I can't really think of the names right now. Brick, hello, Brick Ships, hello, how are you? Shane, hi Shane, sorry I didn't really see you earlier. Why the HMS Britannic? How? Well, Britannic, it's coming up to Britannic month quite soon, so everyone's talking about it, so why not? Why not? History with Emerald. I believe this is your first time. Welcome to your very first live stream. I hope you enjoy your time here and hopefully you enjoy your time on the channel as well. And it said it came from Brick server. Awesome, Brick ships. Thank you so much for spreading the word. And History with Emerald, you are always welcome. Whether it's on Discord or on YouTube, you are always welcome every single time. Now, that reminds me, I'm going to be actually sharing the link to my Discord server quite soon. So I will be leaving it in the chat. So if for anyone who wants to join, you are more than welcome to come. So I've just left it there now, and you are always welcome to come along and to join in the fun. And like I said, we are all friendly in all servers, me and everyone who's involved, and we do not bite. Like generally, we are very friendly and inclusive, and we don't bite. And Jess actually says Britannic is better than Titanic. That's why, and she has more beautiful and sad story about the ship. Oh, is that to Shane then, Jess? That is a really good point, actually. I like that answer. Captain Alex says, I got to, I'm only going to say this again. Bartlett did a fantastic job trying to save the Britannic portholes, opened or not. Oh, portholes. Okay. Well, I don't know the story about the portholes. And that might be something to look into when we film the Bartlett interview, Captain Bartlett interview, right, Jake? I definitely think that's something that definitely that's going to be good. Now I need to edit it, which I haven't done already, but I know that we're almost in the last stages of doing the video on the Boy Scouts who traveled on the HMS Britannic. So, but I'm really excited about that because when I looked into the story, I was so shocked. And being a girl guide myself, and I did volunteer with the Girl Guides at one point, I just found I couldn't believe the actual story of the Boy Scouts, and I just think, yeah, that really hits close to home, really. So I definitely think that was a really good video to research. Well, best research I've ever done for a video, really. But this is amazing. All three ships are just as important. Booyah! Yes. Just as the stupid nurses did open portholes. Really? Did they actually open portholes? No, actually, pardon me, I definitely think Violet Jessup did mention that in her interview, I think. Yeah, I definitely think she did. But yeah, I'll definitely have to look up that one. History of Emerald says Britannic fan ever. Oh my goodness. Don't call them stupid. It was hot and humid inside the ship. Well, to be fair though, the Mediterranean was quite hot, especially in November time. Barry says there are a few maritime true crime or mysteries. I could cover one on my channel. I'll let you know. Barry, that reminds me. Are you interested in doing a Halloween video? Because I said earlier I got a Halloween script and the clue was a ship. Would you like to do one? And it's an opportunity to ask right now because if you say yes, I will send it to you ASAP because I think you are the one. I know you said as well you doing the Battle of Trafalgar as well. So both of them will be great to include, and you get to have 2 months as well, Barry, which is fantabulous. She says yes, woo! Okay, we'll sort it out once the live stream is over, and if it's possible, I'll probably explain this to you later, Barry. I'll definitely have a message with you after the live stream. But yes, that will be so great. Do you know what, as well, Barry? There is so many good mystery stories. I know that the very first the video that you narrated and the one I uploaded, the Richard Parker video, that was a mysterious story, and it involved crime as well. But I can't really remember if there was ever a crime on any of the Olympic class ships. I heard it might be rumored there was one on the Olympic, but I really don't know. Could we chat later this week as I'm going to bed soon? Yes, of course, Barry. Yes, that is no problem at all. That's definitely no problem. But I'll definitely like send some stuff to remind you as well. But yeah, I'll definitely send over the script and then we'll by email and then we will have a chat later on this week. But yeah, I'll definitely do that 100%. Right, it's getting nearly to the 40-minute mark, and I think even though I said I'll keep it short, I will keep it short anyway. So, would anyone like to get started on the quiz? Shane says, what is your favorite movie? A Night to Remember or the Titanic 2012 miniseries? Ooh, that's a good question. I definitely think I can't really decide really because I've been watching A Night to Remember recently, but I haven't watched the 2012 miniseries in such a long time. If it's still on ITV Player, I will watch it again and then probably compare. But we'll definitely do. I'll definitely do that. Blue says, I'm ready. Captain Alex says, a little quiz won't bite. Okay, we will do this. We will do this. DK, are you going to be the scores on the doors again? Jake says the open portholes just quickened the sinking of the Britannic, but they weren't the direct reason for her sinking. Yes, that's it. Still there. Yeah, still here. Yes. Okay. Blue, everybody versus me. Blue, are you going to be the next maritime again? We'll definitely do that. It's hard to be chatting with you guys when I'm playing tug of war with my dog, Briggs. Oh, bless you. Oh, what kind of dog do you have, Briggs? Oh. Oh, I hope he's playing the tug of war really hard and strong. Oh. But and you know what? Dogs are really lovely creatures. I mean, cats and dogs are lovely companions. Any pet, really. But I know you cannot go wrong with a dog. Absolutely. I think the story of the Titanic is sad. So many people died with the Britannic amidst the Southern ship itself. Exactly, exactly. There are some different questions in this one, Blue. Oh, DK's at it. DK's at it. Okay, right. Is everyone ready, steady? Give me a thumbs up if you are ready. And for every thumb up, that counts as everybody taking part in the quiz as well. So Jess says yes. And oh my goodness, lots of thumbs up. Blue says okay. Ready, Teddy. Oh, very. I like that. I'm going to adopt that bit. That's quite good. Shane says I'm ready. Okay, let's get on with the quiz. Let's ready to rock and roll. Right. Okay. So, oh, DK sent us really hard questions this time. So. We are definitely going to have lots and lots of listening ears on and loads of concentration on today. Right. Okay. So, so every time we always do like a quiz, we always have a warm-up question. So the warm-up question is on September the 7th, 1907, this ship made its maiden voyage from Liverpool to New York. It was Cunard Line's first four-funneled ship. What is the name of this ship? On September the 7th, not 2000, 1907, excuse me, this ship made its maiden voyage from Liverpool to New York. It was Cunard Line's first funnel ship. What was the name of the ship? And there is a clue because I did a whole month of it last month. So everybody should know that one. Oh my goodness. And everybody does. Jess says Lusitania. Blue says Lusitania. History of Admiral said Lusitania. Jack says Lusitania. And Berry says Lusitania. Oh, Lusitania. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna do that as well. Well, to be fair though, even though Jess did get it first, a DK, shall we give everyone a point for that? I think we should. Yeah, they did. Have you heard guys been paying attention to on my this day post in Discord? I think they must have had DK. Yeah, sounds fair. Okay, everyone gets a point each this time, and Shane too. Right, okay. So can Barry says, can we all say what we call our own ships? Yeah, I don't see why not. That would be quite cool. We could do a video on that. That might be interesting. I definitely would be up for that. Okay. Okay, question number one. So we're getting into the real deal, peoples. Question number one. We recently did a video on a fireboat that served the new. Okay, let me start again. Hang on. We recently did a video on a fireboat that served the fire department of New York. It was named after a marine firefighter that was killed a year prior before launch. What is the name of this lifeboat? Okay, so I won't repeat the question again because if anyone's paid attention, then they will probably know. Yes, History of Admiral New. So he gets a point for that. Oh, so Blue and Captain Alex. Oh, shall we give points to Blue and Captain Alex as well, DK? All on board. Yeah. John. Oh, sorry. Prior from X-Men. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that is brilliant, Barry. I like that. I definitely like that. Blue says, please. I think he's desperate to be the next maritime again. I know that. I know this, that. I know that. Okay. Question number two. What were notable moments for the John J. Harvey fireboat prior before the evacuation on 9/11? Now, for this, any answer is acceptable out of these four. So what were the four notable moments for the John J. Harvey fireboat prior before the evacuation of 9/11? So again, this was featured in the video. So with that, Nope. Shane says life. No, with the boat emoji. Nope. Sorry. So, so it's four of them. So you don't have to answer any four or four of these. So anyone will count. So I think everyone's having a long big think of this one. DK, you actually did, I think, Titanic, Britannic, Olympic, Lusitania. Oh, just. Oh my goodness. I think you didn't know, but that was a really good laugh, Jess. Oh dear. Three of them were mentioned in the video though. Yes. Yes, that is true. That is true. I think we'll give everyone one more minute, and if no one gets it, then we'll probably skip over the question and then I'll say the answers anyway. I never knew about the last one. No. Oh, really? Okay. Well, why is that, TK? I'm actually quite curious to know your answer. Actually, I think no one doesn't know really. Do you think we should give the answers? A Seacat and Pio. Oh, Piano Cruises. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I think she was supposed to be scrapped, but we all know what happened. History of Emerald said, yeah, I don't know. DK says, go for it. Says, I think I've got everyone out of this one. You did, DK. Well done. I have a, I salute you on that. So the four questions we could have had was the Cunard Pier fire, the burning of the SS Normandy, burning of the ammunition ship El Estaro, and the collision of the oil tanks Alve campaign and Texaco, Massachusetts. Now, I'm sorry I got the names of these wrong. So I'll tell you what as well. I'll put the answers in the chat as well. So everyone will probably know what I'm talking about. So these are the answers. Luke got it at the last second. What did he get? Oh my goodness. Yes. Put Blue down for that one. Well done, Blue. That is amazing stuff. Well done. Oh God, you are a pro at this. Okay, we'll give Blue for that point, really. So I definitely think we got that really. So we'll do question 3 and then we'll have the scores on the doors. So question number 3. What was John J. Harvey's designation at the end of her career? What is John J. Harvey's designation at the end of her career? So we have mentioned it in the video as well, I think. DK says, "Don't worry, Blue. I got your point." Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling you're going to catch them out, DK. I definitely have a feeling you're going to catch them out. But check you out. You're really good at this. Oh dear. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. That would be really interesting to have. But yeah, she became a party ship. Ooh, not really, very, not really. But we did know a ship that became a party ship. But though, I might have to check to see which one it is though. I'm going to expect some pitchforks and torches soon. Yes, you are having pitchforks and torches soon, DK. I definitely have a feeling you will be. Glitter balls and cheese music. Oh, Barry. She became a museum ship? Well, no, but she did become one after 9/11, but this was before 9/11, I think. But I think I'm gonna give everyone the answer again because I think no one's got it. But it is, I'm gonna post it into the chat as well. It was Marine 2. DK, get ready to have the pitchforks and torches ready. You caught them out again. Oh dear. Anyway, so minus the question that no one got answered, shall we have the scores on the doors and see who's in the lead so far? I have a feeling Blue might be coming first again. Though if we have Maritime, if we have maritime, we need to do a blue versus maritime quiz. Or maybe a bonus question. That would be good. Wait, did you leak the answer? I did because no one actually got it right. I win the bonus round. well, that's not a bonus round really, but it was quite interesting for the John J. Harvey because she did become a museum ship, but she also became a tour boat as well. So especially for school trips or field trips in America, in the UK we call field trips school trips. They would take the children out to sea and then they fire the cannons, excuse me. Fire cannons to this one. I think we should get to the next one. Yes, I agree with you, Captain Alex. Let's get to the next question. Today, 80 this is question 4 now. Today, 81 years ago, this ship was attacked off the coast of West Africa. It carried civilians, Allied soldiers, and Italian POWs or POWS during the Second World War and sank with a loss of 1,658 lives. What was the name of this ship? I'll repeat the question again. Today, 81 years ago, this ship was attacked off the west coast of Africa. It carried civilians, Allied soldiers, and Italian POWs during the Second World War and sank with a loss of 1,658 lives. What was the name of this ship? Oh, Jake got that one. Jake got that one. I definitely think, even though it was a arrest, I think we'll let Jake get that one. So Jake's got a point with that one. Well done, Jake. Oh, well done. That was so good. Oh my goodness gracious. Jay, I believe this is the first one you got right as well. On your own. Well done, you. Check you out. Right, okay. So we'll move on to question number 5. Right, okay. Question number 5. What were the safety features on the HMHS Britannic? What were the safety features on the HMHS Britannic? Jake and Jess, you might get this one because it's your area. Don't worry, these next questions are an easy breeze. Oh, I hope so, DK. I really hope so, especially if you're the quiz master. David, gantry davits, higher bulkheads and gantry davits. Yes, history with Emerald and gantry davits for Captain Alex. Yes, I'll give that. Panic button. Jess says double hull. Yeah, we'll give you that. And lifeboats. Was lifeboats one? No, lifeboats wasn't one as well. There's one more. There's one more that they can include as well. But I think, other than that, Captain Alex, History with Emerald, and Jess, I think you deserve a point each, I think. And watertight doors. Yes, Jess got that one as well. So, yeah, so give you 1 point each. Tyler, hello. You're just in time for the quiz, but we're just halfway through at the minute. Jake says gantry davits, more lifeboats. Oh, lifeboats weren't included in the answers, Jake. Jake, sorry. And higher bulkheads and double hull. But we'll give you that one, as Jake, minus the lifeboats. We will give you that. So yeah, so it will be all good. So, is everyone ready for the next few questions? Let's get on with the next question. Right, okay. Question number 6. Even with higher bulkheads on the Britannic, after a collision with the mine, what was the one thing that bypassed and doomed the Britannic? Even with higher bulkheads on the Britannic after a collision with the mine, what was the one thing that bypassed and doomed the HMS Britannic? Well, we're going to have to leave you that one because you did chat about it in the chat earlier. Yeah, we're definitely incompetence. Oh, Barry. Fireman Turner or portholes? Yeah, portholes, opening the portholes. So we'll give you that one, Jess. More lifeboats would be a safety feature. Well, it depends on that, but the lifeboats were added after the Britannic really, but lifeboats are kind of like a different thing because it was the design of it's designed for the ship. Billy says double hull. No, no double hull. But Jess has got portholes, but even though the portholes are open, so we'll give Jess that point. I mean the fireman tunnel. Okay, okay. I definitely not thought about that. I'll look into that though. That'd be interesting. Right, okay. Question number 7. Oh my gosh, guys, if you know the song, then you'll probably know this one. What was the name of the Great Lakes freighter that sank on November 10th, 1975? What was the name of the Great Lakes freighter that sank on November 10th, 1975? And there is a clue because if everyone's on the Discord soundboard with a song, then you'll probably know what we're talking about. Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Barry. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh yes, history with Emerald got it. Emerald Fitzgerald. Yeah, we'll give you that. Well done, history with Emerald. What about me? What about the scoreboard? Yes. Speaking of that, shall we have the scores on the doors? Yeah, so we're not very far away to go though, but we'll have the quick scores on the doors. Oh, make Great Lakes proud. Oh, that's really lovely with the Blue Hearts history with Emerald. I'm from Michigan. If you did, really, you're from Michigan, near where the Emerald Fitzgerald sank. That is really cool. Oh my goodness, I'm learning so much from you guys. I really am. Barry says, I saw a documentary about the Britannic and they found one of the bulkheads hadn't been active, so it's likely human error that doomed the ship. Well, now you put it that way, Barry, it's kind of like different. And also the mine was implanted, but that's an interesting point. I never even thought about that. That's really interesting. Right. Okay. So DK's got scores on the doors. Blue, Jess, and Emerald all tied with 3. A free place. Jake and Alex are tied at 2 play, the second place. Barry and Shane are tied 1 point. Ooh. Oh, that would be really interesting. I've seen her bell and such a really cool museum. I need to check that out at some point. Oh, that is really interesting with the ties, really. Okay, so we definitely need a bonus question for all of them, really, I think. Or you might have to send me a number of bonus questions, DK, if it keeps tied. So, yeah, I definitely think we need to plan on that. Okay, question number 8. What were the differences between the Lusitania and the Mauretania? What were the differences between the Lusitania and the Mauretania? Barry says, nah, I'm 0 because I got no clue. Lucy and Moira. Yeah, well, yeah, Lusitania was called Lucy. And what was Mauritania's nickname? I can't remember what it was. Calfence and Promenade Decks. Is that right? Oh, the cow vents around the funnels. Well, promenades I don't know, but cow vents around the funnels. Yeah, I'll give you that, Blue. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll definitely give you that, Blue. Well done. So it's the cow vents on in the funnels which were interesting. The Lusitania was smaller than the Mauritania. Oh, okay. I did not realise that. I mean, how much smaller by inches, Jake? You might have to remind me. I mean, the only difference is that they had Lucy and Moira, followed by Tanya. Oh, that is cool. I love that sentence, Barry. That is really, really cool. Jess says, the big wild things on the Mauritania. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Right. Question number 9. So we're halfway there now. What were the names of the 2 tender ships that serviced the? Oh, I'll start again because I've blurred a bit. What were the names of the 2 tender ships that served Olympic and Titanic during their voyages in Cherbourg? What were the names of the two tender ships that served Olympic and Titanic during their voyages in Cherbourg? And I'll give you a clue. One of them is at Titanic Belfast right now, docked in the Hamilton dock. Oh, Blue got that one, and so did History with Emerald. So I'll give you guys on that. Well done. So 1 point each. Well, I know you put SA and put SS really. So yeah, so did that. Oh, Jake got it as well, but Jake, you were a little bit far behind. Sorry. But no, actually, Jake, we'll give you a point with that. Actually, since you got it right, what do you think, DK? Is it fair? Nomadic is still on Belfast. She is actually. I've been on her and she is marvelous. Really the grandest ship ever. Well, tender ship ever. But yeah, so final question. Question 10. What were the names of the big four ships? What were the names of the big four White Star Line ships? I fancy calling a ship Traffic. Silly name. Well, there is a reason behind it, Barry. I definitely don't know what's the story behind it. Well, Traffic, but I might look into doing a video on the Traffic at some point. Oh, Blue got that right quick. Baltic, Adriatic, Cedric, and Celtic. Yeah, Blue got that one. So we'll definitely do that. Right. Now we've got to have the final scores on the doors. So DK, do the final scores on the dogs. Oh, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Do you know what, Barry? I need to go back to Liverpool at some point. And I did the Magical Mystery Tour a few years ago. Oh, it was amazing. But I definitely remember the first time I heard Ringo start was Thomas the Tank Engine with the narration. Oh, it was brilliant. It was really brilliant. Barry was the Beatles reference. DK, that is so cool. I love that. That is really wicked. GG people, I'm mostly into Great Lakes ships. Oh, okay, that's cool. Britannic's nickname was the White Swan. I was given from Violet Jessup. That is right. But I wonder why she was called the White Swan. That is really interesting, considering that the hotel that's got the Olympics furnishings in is called the White Swan Hotel. Coincidence? Maybe? Could be. I don't know, but could be. So, final score. Blue with 6, Emerald with 4, Jess and Jake 3, Alex with 2, and Barry and Shane with 1. Since I did count bonus question, there's a point. Okay, so Blue has officially won. Congratulations, Blue. Woo, woo, woo. Well done. That is so, so good. Oh, because the ship was painted white. Oh, gotcha. Well done. Well done. That was really good, Blue. You won again. Well, but we definitely need maritime back, so we can like definitely do that. You could make a Viking longboat with a pro that looks like a swan and paint it white. Oh, can you? Okay, I'll definitely have to look into that one, Barry. That is really, really interesting. Oh, I definitely think that was a really, really good game, guys. That was really good. And with that, I'm gonna have to say goodbye because it is getting a wee bit late. Well, wee bit late for me, but I think since I've been up longer than anticipated, DK, I blame you for that. Since that's happening, I'm gonna probably call it a night. But thank you so much for coming on. Oh, DK sent a message like, I need a whiteboard since I'm doing the scores on the notepad. Ah, okay, that's fair enough then, DK. We'll definitely do that. But yeah, it was really great seeing each and every one of you tonight. Thank you so much for coming on. And hopefully next week we will be a bit more active. And yeah, until then, hope you have a really, really great night wherever you are, whether you are going to bed or you're having dinner or doing like loads of different stuff. I wish you all a very pleasant good night and make sure to subscribe as well to the YouTube channel. And if you really want to join the server as well, I will copy the link right now for the Discord group and head on over if you want to join. You are always welcome in the Discord group. And until then, I wish you all the goodness of nights, and I'm sending lots of love and hugs. Take care, everybody. Oh, and Barry says, let's get our girl up to the magic of 1K subscribers. Oh, Barry, thank thank you so much. I don't think it will happen for a while, but thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Anyway, take care, everybody, and we'll see you very soon. See you next week on the live stream. Take care. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.